You know that sound? 3 times in a row without saying a word. That's when you know we're about to go live in this motherfucker. I'm about to be so sincere in this podcast. I didn't think it had to come to this. On the real, I did not think it was going to come to this. There's not going to be no guest for this. This is not even a 60 Frames No Like podcast. This is not even Porto's point. I don't know what to call this, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes, they trying to go one-on-one with The Rock. Yo, it's not even one-on-one with The Rock. It's not even that. Because on the real, if you don't know my backstory on this YouTube, what got me put on was Zair's Xbot versus Pony podcast. You know what I'm saying? The Xbox versus Pony podcast. I was listening to, I've been following Zaire for a while because he's, you know what I'm saying? I know he the godfather doing through, you know what I'm saying? But he's funny as hell. Say what you want, but he says some stupid shit. He is a good dude. And I know him personally, you know what I'm saying? He's funny as hell, whatever. But when he started the Xbox versus Pony podcast, I'm like, oh, this shit might be fun. But no lie, the ponies were getting slayed, man. My PlayStation brothers, they were getting slayed on that show. You know what I'm saying? It was just ridiculous. I was like, fuck, man. What the fuck is going on? The deck was stacked against them. So I sent, the last straw I had was with Rambo's Corner. Shout out to my boy Rambo. That's my dude. He's been on my package a couple of times. But he's more of a PC gamer. He plays a lot of PS4 games, but he's a PC gamer. So his heart wasn't in it. I'm not going to say his heart wasn't in it. It's just, you just can't defend a product that you're not really a fan of, that you're not a true fan. You don't bleed blue for a fanboy podcast. And that's what Pony versus Xbox was. It was a fanboy podcast, just straight up. It wasn't meant to be serious. Wasn't meant to come out with something, whatever. It was to show your inner fanboy and unleash. And Rambo, he's not a fanboy. He truly isn't. Some people may think he is, but he's good-hearted. He says whatever, and he plays a lot of PC games. He plays a lot of games. He's not in it to fight dirty. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting clean. And I had enough. After he lost to Jay Sentry, I'm like, I had enough. So I text, I send a little message to Zaire. I'll be like, yo, you need to stop. You need to get a real Sony dude up in there that could talk some sense. And Zaire was like, all right, let's see what you're going to do then. So he puts me on the show. I go through a couple of rounds, couple of episodes. Beat down some Xbox dudes. Now go look at his channel. Check out when there was the last time you see an Xbox versus Pony podcast. He hasn't done that shit in months. None of them want to show up. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. Some of y'all watch the multiplayer podcast, right? Have you ever seen over the last couple of months 2 or 3 ponies up in there? 2 or 3 PS4 dudes representing? Nope. You don't. But you see like 5, 6, 7, 8, freaking a battalion of Xbox dudes. And I'm the only one there throwing down. Because Zaire knows. He knows that one Xbox dude isn't enough. It's not going to work. One-on-one with the king, that shit is for the birds. You know what I'm saying? Zaire knows. That's why he don't do the Xbox versus Pony. Because you just can't. You know what I'm saying? So he stacks the deck because he wants entertainment. My man wants entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But now, thanks to you subscribers, I'm not going to mention subscribers' names and followers. You know what I'm saying? Because, you guys are my spies. You guys are in there, in the know, watching, giving me that intel, and I appreciate it. But all of you right there, y'all put me on to saying, yo, Portrock, I got a message in Twitter, but like, hey, man, they're speaking about your name and shit. And I'm like, who? He goes, K-Mega? I'm like, oh, yeah, but I'm cool with K-Mega. No, he was kind of, just they told me, go listen to the BGST and hear it from here to here. I'm like, all right. And go listen to the DirectX podcast without the fraud. I'm like, I'm not listening to that shit. They'd be like, yo, Hiatus, you might want to listen. I was like, all right, I'll listen to that too. But I told them I don't want to listen to that whole shit because they're like, just listen. And I'm like, all right. And to my surprise, my name's being mentioned. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, these dudes are tripping. You know, and I'm not saying they spend like a whole episode on me. It's just little pot shots and stuff like that. But it's clear what they're trying to do. They're trying to discredit me. You understand what I'm saying? Because the truth is, I got some of you guys are pro Xbox dudes, but you follow me and you listen to me. Because you understand some of the things I say ain't to antagonize you or to piss you off, but some of the things that I say isn't making Xbox look good. You see what I'm saying? When I say, you know, Xbox games going to PC games isn't to piss you off and say, oh, you ain't got no games. I say that because that's a decision that takes away from the competitiveness of the Xbox brand. And I even tell you guys that that applies to PlayStation also. If Sony takes their games and put it on PC, that takes away from the competitiveness from PlayStation. You know, so some of my shit applies to both consoles, applies to all consoles, because that's just how it is. I speak the truth. I do not make videos with the purpose of pissing off a particular group. I don't try to piss people off. I don't try to make you feel bad for who you are. But I just call a spade to the best of my knowledge. And I think that's upsetting the balance here. I think little by little, the proper questions being asked. People aren't just simply accepting mediocrity. Let's just go over to see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start out with my boy King Mega. I think he's really mad because he's mentioning a lot. He mentioned on his podcast he has on Friday nights. He mentioned on BGST. He's mentioned my name everywhere. I think that El Mega got to him, bro. That shit got to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he started calling me Barney Rubble 77 like 6 months ago. Remember that shit? When he called me Barney Rubble 77? I didn't take no offense. I didn't start making videos about his name. I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? He had his little shot in. But when that dude got damaged, when I came in that podcast one time like King Kong, and he was Christian El Mega, oh man, that shit hurt him. That shit got him. But he's my boy. I love him. But the problem is he's more interested in trying to make Xbox look good than trying to understand what it takes to make Xbox really good. There's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? So, my man all day. But I'm going to say this. So, my man, K Mega on BGST said, I am afraid to get an Xbox One. Those were his words. If you don't believe me, go see BGST. Go on Zaya's channel. That I am scared. That I'm afraid. That once I get on the console and experience the social network, how you socialize, that I'm never going to turn back. The social. That's his thing. So my first question to my boy, I mentioned, how come he didn't say games? Am I bugging out? I mean, it's called a video game console. And the first thing you're talking about is the hangout. I mean, I get it. You know, online, hanging out, you know what I'm saying? You want features? I get that. But once again, the number one feature of any game console, last I checked, is video games. Am I bugging out? Am I tripping? So I'm afraid. He acts like I've never been online on the Xbox before. Hell, when on my OG Xbox, that was the first time I experienced racism on the motherfucker. When I had my original name, it was Puerto Rock. It wasn't Puerto Rock 77, it was Puerto Rock something. I had dudes be like, oh, I didn't know Mexicans could afford Xbox Live. I was like, oh, shit. That shit was new. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers are wilding. I never heard of that shit before. Yo. This was like 2002, like 2002 and shit like that. I was like, yo, these dudes are wilding. every other day. I was like, yo, I can't rock with this name no more. Like after my shit spot, I went with a new name, bro. I think the name I chose, I remember, was Izon something, because I had like a Verizon box, and when I got broadband modem, I looked at the box and I took like the last letter, so I just called myself Izon. I just took like a random name so that nobody would know, because yo, that shit was getting old, bro. That Mexican jokes, I was like, yo, these guys are getting to me, bro. But it was all good, whatever. And I get the social network is great, but why would I be afraid of that? I mean, shit, all you gotta do is look at my fucking trophies. Most of the games I play are single player. I don't even play Battlefield. I stopped playing that thing maybe a week after the game came out, because all I really did was play the single player, and then I played a bit of multiplayer, and then I just stopped. Same thing with Titanfall 2. I played the multiplayer for like 1 day. So how's the social network is going to do? The two main games I played this year that's online is Destiny and Elder Scrolls Online. Those were the two biggest things. In Destiny, I already got my clan. And PlayStation gets extra content. So I'm not going to play that on Xbox. I mean, sure, Xbox, you can shoot the shit. You know, I'll get some fighters when I get mine and all that stuff. But what's there to be afraid of? You know, I've been playing games for a long time. A long time, even before the social shit. And at the end of the day, I'm all about the game. All about the game. You understand what I'm saying? And nobody could come and tag me. Well, you know, you ponies, you were saying, you know, 1080p makes you a better game. Do you see me own a fucking PS4 Pro or a 4K TV? No, I am still with the vanilla box. Do you hear me talk about how I'm going to get a Scorpio? No, I'm going to buy an Xbox One S. I was never a power hungry dude. So don't even come bring that shit in my way. You understand what I'm saying? Don't even bring that shit my way. I'm not the dude that represented the fucking power hungry everybody. Some of my favorite consoles were not the most powerful consoles. PS1 wasn't the most powerful console. PS2 wasn't the most powerful console. Hell, Sega Genesis, I don't think that was even the most powerful console against the Super NES. It didn't matter. The games. That's it. But what's funny is you think I'm afraid because of social network. Let me ask you this. Not knocking your social network, but if social network was the most important thing on consoles, why is your console losing? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say the Xbox One is bad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm asking is, why is not the preferred console for purchase? Because of power? Is that what you guys think? Or we'll find out. No, we'll find out November if the power theory comes through. Because according to what you guys are saying, it's all about the power. That means Scorpio should be fucking screaming come November, December. Winning MPDs like that. Bang, 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 bang. Because everybody jumping to power. Let me tell you something. Let me be real with y'all. All right? I get it. You know, every channel, whether it's Xbox or Sony, depending, you know, especially if they're like, you know, Pony, Xbot, you know, fanboy channels to antagonize or, you know, just to go crazy. You know, they're going to do everything to do what their channel does. You understand what I'm saying? But let me ask you this. If they were serious, if these Xbox channels, like DirectX and all this shit, were truly about the Xbox, notice how they're all talking about power, 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 power. Oh, Scorpio's going to be the shit. Oh, Scorpio's taking over. That's right. It's our time. Well, I want to ask you this. K-Mega, Kaleidoscope, 100, Hebot, all you dudes. You were all about the games for the first 2 years, almost 3 years before the Scorpio was announced. And that's why you rode with Xbox. All right. But now you abandoned that principle. Now you can't wait to have that power. Now you can't wait to have that superior multiplats. And I get it. I know why you guys changed your tunes too. Because you get to talk shit on YouTube. You get to talk shit on Twitter. I get it. But here's one thing you guys didn't realize. You have failed your fans. You failed them. And you're thinking, damn, Puerto Rock, what the fuck you mean I feel? I ain't feeling shit. I represent Xbox till I die. Let me put my 100 likes. Puerto Rock, fuck you talking about? I'm 100. I represent Xbox till I bleed green till I die, motherfucker. You don't know me, intro media gaming, motherfucker. 100. You can't come home. No, I'm gonna tell you, you failed your fan base. You may be appeasing the fanboys. That's who you're appeasing now. But you forgot about the Xbox fans. And people thinking, damn, Puerto Rico, what the fuck you talking about? This motherfucker, this Puerto Rican motherfucker's tripping. What's the point he's getting at, right? That's what y'all thinking of now. Well, think about it. You have genuine Xbox fans, not fanboys, fans that truly love Xbox because they kept pushing exclusives. They were pushing the games. They truly didn't care about power. They just wanted games. So when you pro Xbox do channels, we're talking about, it's all about the games, the Sunset Overdrives, the Rise, and all this stuff right here. You understand what I'm saying? You had Xbox fans that supported that idea. They were down with you because they truly felt that. It wasn't about resolution for them. But now you guys ain't talking about that no more. You want the power. You guys, without realizing it, you're trying to cater to the PS4 fans that was talking shit for the last 3 years. That's who you want on your console now. Because the message you guys are sending ain't resonating with the Xbox fans that was down with you since day one. Many of them left. Some of them went PS4 because they genuinely want a console because of the games. Scorpio is not doing anything for them. But you forgot. See, what you guys are trying to do now is you're hoping that there's a mass exodus of the PS4 gamers that talk shit for 3 years, throwing 1080p in your face, and as soon as the Scorpio comes out, you guys think that these 15, 20, 30 million PS4 gamers are going to jump ship and jump on that Scorpio shit. That's what you're thinking. That's what you're hoping for. You guys become so petty that now all of a sudden, Xbox gamers you call flip-floppers because they decided to jump on and get a PS4 simply because of the philosophy of playing games. Now you're saying, well, if they come back with the Scorpio, I'm not talking to them. I'm going to block them. They can't come back on a podcast. I don't care. You can buy a Scorpio, but we're not friends no more. What the fuck is this? Is this 6th grade? Are you fucking serious? Are you guys 12 years old? Really? You think if some of my PS4 friends, if they decide to go jump on the Scorpio and they be like, man, this Scorpio's a shit, man. Fucking PS4 Pro's a piece of shit. Scorpio's so much better, then I'm going to be mad and not friend them and defriend them all of a sudden. I'm just going to block them and be like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. You making fun of PlayStation. You ain't down. You ain't down for the cause. I don't give a fuck. As long as you don't curse me out or talk shit to me, we show each other mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, we could talk shit like fanboys, but you don't try to fucking get at me or harass me. You could fucking call that shit the gay station all you want. I don't care. We still be cool. Hell, when I buy my Xbox One, I'll friend you on Xbox. And if that's the only way we talk or play because you don't play on a PlayStation no more, cool. We'll go through there. I don't give a... You think I'm going to be butthurt because you don't like the PS4 Pro because it doesn't do native 4K all the time? I don't care. But you motherfuckers are actually in public, on the internet, crying that people left Xbox and hyping PS4 and saying it's a better product. So you're mad that people change their minds because of the current situations. And that if they decide to change their minds again, because Xbox decides to do something better to Scorpio, you're still not going to deal with them because they weren't faithful. Is that it? Because they weren't faithful, because they didn't hold the line. Is that the new term y'all using? Hold the line, Xbox. And y'all coming at me mentioning my name when y'all doing this silly 6th grade shit? You motherfuckers are bugging. You are bugging. You understand what I'm saying? Are you kidding me? This shit is wild, bro. Hear my sound one more time. Yo, I could take shit talking. I'm cool with that. Again, you don't say, as long as you don't say some crazy shit, racist shit, you don't make fun of my family, my kids, you know, dox me, all that crazy shit. You could call, you could tweet till your fucking thumbs bleed on how PlayStation sucks. You can do it until the skin is off your bone. And I will not block you. Hell, I might reply and join in on the motherfucking fun. I'm like, let's dance, motherfucker. You ever seen Tombstone? Doc Holliday? I'll be your Huckleberry. Let's see who could draw this gun faster. I'm all about that shit. Afraid of getting an Xbox. You are bugging. Are you that far gone? Bro, the war's over, bro. It's done. It's done. Sony ain't fucking with Xbox no more. There's nothing for them to consider. I'm not saying Xbox One is bad by any means. It's doing good in its own right. It's doing services in its own right. Hell, I gave the shit props because of Game Pass. That shit is dope. Hell, on my own podcast this Wednesday. If you didn't listen to my podcast, listen to it. I'm defending Game Pass. Not saying that my members were fanboys. They just had issues with it. I didn't see the issues. I think it's dope. And there's going to be huge benefits to that program. Let me ask you this. I'm going to be real. Hell, let me move on to the next one before I ask this question. So that way I can reel it in. Hiatus on his or somebody's fucking, I don't know who hosts the DirectX podcast. Ghostwriter, Kaleidoscope, one of them two. They call it DirectX without the fraud. Because obviously they still have to have freaking this dude's penis in their lips. They just can't let it go. They can't let it go. They can't let Iron Wolf alone. You know what I'm saying? They just can't move on. Like, okay, we got it. He left. He left, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? He did the great. He pulled the LeBron James, whatever. Switch teams and shit. All right. It's been, how long ago was that? That shit was like last year, bro. All right, get over it. And y'all still talking about him. Like, seriously. You couldn't even fucking create your own name for the podcast. That was his name, the DirectX podcast. You couldn't even be original, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That right there is suspect. I'm gonna use Zaire's phrase. Something spooky's going on here. Shout out to Zaire. Yo, but for real though, you couldn't even come up with an original name. The best you can do is add without the fraud. So every time people look at your podcast, guess what they think first? They think of Iron Wolf on your podcast because you can't fucking come up with your identity. So let's start with that. Let's start with that shit. How your podcast automatically has Iron Wolf on the brain. Yo, get his dick out your mouth already. Like, move on. Do your own shit. Like, come on. That shit is bugged out. Let's start with that first. And then Xbot. I'm going to tell you where this Xbot shit comes from. Why he has to mention my name is because I called him out on some dumb shit. I got that dude unhinged. And some people vouch for him. I'm not going to mention who because I don't want to, say whatever. But they're like, yo, he's been gaming for a long time. He knows a lot of knowledge. We used to follow each other. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, that's how, I could use dudes like that. I could get down with that. But one day he started ranting over the Last Guardian reviews and saying that, they're not saying this, they're not saying that, and they're not giving motherfucking Dead Rising a fair shake. And I'm like, bro, let me ask you something. You're just complaining about one reviewer's opinion. Oh, he's not. He's but you know, this whole unbiased bullshit and stuff. And then he tried to put his opinion about, you know, it's not true that, you know, the game's this, that, and third. And I'm thinking, whoa, 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 bro. Last time I checked, you used to rag on people for making opinions on shit they didn't try. Remember? Hell, you even pulled that shit on me. You don't own an Xbox, so don't talk about it. So then I asked him, yo, Hiatus, did you buy The Last Guardian? No reply. No reply. And then I see people talking to Hiatus, but I couldn't see his reply. So then I check his name. I'm blocked. So then fuck it, I block him too. Because, you know, you block me, I'm going to block you. I'm not going to let you be able to see my tweets when you feel like it. Nah, that's not how it works. But notice I asked him, did you play The Last Guardian? Since you're on this, don't talk about something you haven't tried fucking narrative. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't like that shit. And a lot of people saw that tweet. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you look at my channel, look at my videos. I don't talk about Xbox games in a manner to tell people don't play them. If I talk about a game that I haven't played, hell, I barely talk about reviews at all. You know, I'm not really a review channel. I might say I got a game and I like it, it's pretty cool, but I don't go deep down in depth. That's not my thing. But when it comes to Xbox, I definitely don't break down gameplay or anything because I never played them. If I talk about an Xbox game, it's usually just a reaction or something Microsoft should do or something Microsoft didn't do. For example, like my Scalebound rant and how they canceled it. That was the topic. Or how I feel Microsoft should lock down Sunset Overdrive or at least give Insomniac a phone call so they could work on the sequel. And you have a sequel on the Xbox One. Does that sound like I'm fanboying, talking to you people saying what Microsoft should do to be more competitive? But yet on these damn Xbox podcasts, they're talking about Horizon more than they talk about Halo Wars. And they haven't played it. Am I bugging out? Let me ask you this. A lot of these Xbox podcasts, like DirectX, and I'm not even gonna include BGST because BGST is the definitive fanboy podcast. That's how Zaire wants it. He wants it that way. He knows it. He wants it that way. He wants the negative feedback because, you know what I'm saying, that's what attracts people to it. Okay? And shout out to my man Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Wendy. Thank you everybody for showing up. You know what I'm saying? So I know BGST, you're not gonna get Sony dudes on there. That is not the venue for that. It is pure 100% fanboy podcast. Zaire knows what he's doing. Okay? All right? So we're not going to include that. But look at the other Xbox podcast. Did you ever see the next podcast invite a Sony dude on there so they can have a discussion? No. How about DirectX? No. How about Xbox Nation? No. You don't see Sony dudes on there. All right? They don't even try it. Every dude on the show is a pro Xbox dude. In fact, the closest Sony dude we had on the Xbox Nation podcast, JKB. Yo, yeah, JKB does, but that dude's a true gamer though. So shout out to JKB, the governor. But the closest Sony guy that's ever been on Xbox Nation was fucking Man Outdoor, and he doesn't even own a PlayStation, and he has a higher gamer score than pretty much almost all the pro Xbox dudes combined. He's the closest because he's level-headed. Shout out to my man Man Outdoor. Shout out to that dude. That's the closest you'll ever see. These other channels won't do it. But now check out my podcast though. Shout me out, Puerto Rock. The Kings Me 90. There you go, bro. Thank you for joining. But now back to my thing. On my podcast, I had motherfucking Xbot on my podcast. I had Zaire on my podcast. I had Dark Optimus. Hell, Dark Optimus for a little bit was a panel member. You know, but he was doing bigger things. He had to do big things and all that stuff. But he was a panel member, an Xbox dude. My man all day, every day, video theory, the pettiest gamer. And his preference is Xbox. And he's a panel member. And he joins when he can. I don't give a fuck what you rep. You know what I'm saying? I don't live in a bubble. I live in the elements. I live where it's cold. I train where it's hot. I'll deal with the blistering heat, the freezing tundra. I'll walk 1,000 miles in the sand. I don't care. I don't live in a bubble. Because what I say, I mean. I don't just say random bullshit that can't be tested. You know what I'm saying? So I invite Xbox fans, pro Xbox channels on my channel. Hell, whatchamacallit? I did my first episode of one-on-one with The Rock. Did I not? And who was the guest? For those of you that saw it. It was a crazy ass Xbot named Livewires. One-on-one. I got my man card. You know what I'm saying? Now tell me, you see any fucking, do you honestly think DirectX had the balls to put me on their shit? Fuck no. Because all the dumb shit they say, I'll fucking rip them apart. Let me tell you the dumb shit they said, because I was listening to it, because again, people put me on. Kaleidoscope said the UK is the second largest market in the world. This motherfucker is clueless. I say again, I will repeat. Kaleidoscope says the UK is the second largest market, gaming market in the world. And shout out to my UK friends. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out. Shout out to Britain. You know what I'm saying? But we all know it's not. In fact, the UK is not the actual market. It is Europe. Europe is the market. It's the European market, not the UK market, European. Breaking down Europe like that will be the equivalent of saying the New York market or the Texas market. No, it's the North American market, the European market. The only place, there's only a couple of countries that's considered a market, and that's like Brazil, Mexico, and Japan. And Japan, as a country, outsells those countries. And I'm listening to this podcast, and nobody, not even Hiatus, the man that's been playing games since like the fucking Amiga drive or whatever, he never corrected him. UK is not the biggest market. Now, UK is an awesome place. Just like my girl, Legend of Gamer, has some amazing devs. That is no doubt. Gorilla's killing it. Congratulations, UK. Killing it. Fucking killing it. Amazing devs out there. But it's not the largest market. Not downplaying. It's just how it is. You know, the size of the population, that's just how it goes. It's the European market, not UK. Europe. And guess who dominates Europe? PlayStation. So these dudes are bugging. Like, what are they talking about? These are the same dudes that kept saying Sony's broke for 3 years on their podcast. And nobody checked them. They're all saying the same shit. They all agree. All of them. It's a circle jerk. It's a straight up circle jerk. And you all know me. I don't like circle jerks. That's why I try to invite various opinions as much as I can. But now it's harder and harder to get an Xbox dude on my channel. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm being blacklisted. These sensitive Xbox I don't know. Maybe they got tired of taking L's. Because I always said some of these dudes live in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? And when you live in a little bubble, in a protected environment for so long, and now you break that bubble, the elements get to you. You're sneezing, you're coughing, you got a headache, you're tired, this, that, and the third. Motherfuckers need vitamin C, and they don't have it. So they avoid me. Hell, I'm surprised they show up to Zair's podcast. But they want to talk about me, Xbot. I want to say my opinion is not credible. When I'm not the one talking about Xbox games. I'm not giving my opinions on the actual gameplay perspective. Making up shit. I don't do that. You don't see that on my channel. I don't make videos of that. You know what I'm saying? On my podcast, I invite people. Hell, like I said, I had Xbox panel members. That was part of my panel. If I really wanted to go fucking fanboy, I would fucking invite Jay Barry, Rated D, and J Tech TV. And then we just go Sony fanboy to the extreme. I don't do that. Hell, on my channel, I guarantee on my channel, with as little time I have, I only had a couple of months on YouTube. I guarantee I probably defended Xbox more time on my podcast as compared to Xbox podcast defending PlayStation. Guaranteed. 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 The ratio of how much props I gave to Xbox compared to them. When Horizon Zero Dawn got delayed, did Xbox gamers come out and get pissed and say, "Man, that's fucked up. We want to play these games"? No, they fucking laughed. They're like, ha ha, delay station, ha 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 ha, delay station, delay station. That's them, delay station. But me, when Xbox cancels a game, I don't go, ha ha, Xbox the cancellation box. No, I get pissed. Because that is content I'm going to end up missing out. That is something I wanted to play. And I was fucking mad. And I was one of the few channels that showed pissed off. And there were some people that were pissed off, but some of them did it in a lighthearted way. Like, yeah, you know, it's kind of upsetting, but you know, it's understandable because this is a business. It's a business, guys. It's a business. It's a business. You know, I feel like Denzel Washington right now. You ever seen the movie Man on fucking Fire? Man on Fire? Type Y if you know what I'm talking about. The movie Man on Fire, where he's a security guard, a bodyguard in Mexico, and he's watching over a little girl, and they kidnap her for ransom. You ever know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you saw this movie. If you didn't see this movie, you gotta see this movie. It's with Denzel Washington. Yeah, Jason Elliott said, yeah. Remember the scene where he captured the sheriff and he had him tied on a car, butt naked or with his pants down, and he put a little electronic bomb in his ass, and he got all the information, and the dude's like, yeah, we did this, but you have to understand, and you know, we're professionals. You know, we keep it professional, and that shit pissed off fucking Denzel Washington. I'm a professional, because it's bullshit. I'm a professional. As if that's supposed to fucking excuse the fact you kidnapped the fucking girl. But it's a business. Microsoft's a business. It's all about the corporation. You have to understand, Microsoft is a corporation, guys. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you an Xbox fan or a Microsoft fan? Which is it? It's a business. It reminds me of the same shit. Makes me want to put a bomb up all their asses and blow them up, just like in that movie. Every time I hear that shit, oh, it's a business. And what's funny, they only bring that shit up. But as soon as we bring up console sales, oh, why you gotta talk about that? We don't care about that. It's a business, is it not? Is it not a business? Are they not in the business of selling consoles? But let's not talk about that though, right? Now we don't want to talk about it's a business. I'm a professional. Bugging out. Sometimes I think I'm the only genuine Xbox dude that actually wants Xbox to be competitive. Listen, I don't care about Microsoft money, and I don't care about Sony money. When dudes are saying, oh shit, Sony's selling buildings, I give two fucks. When people said, oh, Sony's not making laptops no more, I never bought a Sony laptop ever. Oh, Sony's not selling that many motherfucking TVs. I own a Vizio, and I probably never plan to get a Sony TV. I give two fucks. I don't care about the Sony Corp. The only thing about Sony that I care about is what they do for PlayStation. For example, I love the fact that Sony used their movie studios as leverage to get the Spider-Man IP exclusive. That I like. I like that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Use whatever the fuck you got to do to make PlayStation great. That's my deal. But do you think I honestly care about Microsoft putting Xbox exclusives on PC? Nah, I got it. This whole pro consumer shit. All right, whatever. I get it. If that's what it is what it is. But don't give me this shit about, oh, but Microsoft is a company. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is what can Microsoft do to make Xbox competitive? Because that's pro consumer. Because through competition, we get better products. Better products to purchase. Think about it. Xbox is what it is now. Microsoft is doing all this work because PlayStation kicked Xbox ass, and Phil Spencer's trying to do the best we can. But some decisions is a little suspect, or as my boy Zaire says, a little spooky. Putting your Xbox games on PC, and I don't say that to antagonize you guys. Where Xbox, you got no games, it's all on PC. No, did I not say I'm gonna get an Xbox One? I'm not buying a PC. I'm not saying it's bad, whatever. It's just, I'm a console dude. So I understand that. But putting Xbox games on PC certainly does not help Xbox. It doesn't give Xbox an advantage in any way. In any way at all. How much it hurts Xbox, that begs the difference. Only Microsoft knows that. You see what I'm saying? But it sure as hell is not going to make fucking Xbox console shoot through the roof. Exclusives is an important part of consoles. May not be the definitive important part. It might not be the number one reason, but it is a reason. Consoles look good when it has games you can't play anywhere else. People start thinking. You understand what I'm saying? People start thinking what type of console they want to buy. But do these Xbox channels, does Hiatus talk about that? No. Does my boy K-Mega talk about that? No. Nobody talks about that. They all easily accepted Windows 10 gaming. Windows 10 gaming is great. It's pro-consumer. It's awesome. Now, all of a sudden, Sony's bad for having exclusives. God forbid Sony wants to appease the fan base that bought their product. God forbid that. God forbid they do something like that. But nobody says Nintendo's anti-consumer. Do you see fucking Zelda Breath of the Wild going on PC? No. But nobody says shit to them. You know what I'm saying? And I got it, Wendy. Ponies Xbox haters. I got it. But I'm not an Xbox hater, so I say my name. Talk to Rated D. His channel purposely antagonizes Xbox. And he has more subscribers. He has like 5,000 subscribers or some shit. Go to JTech TV. He's been antagonizing Xbox dudes since last gen as Pyro 2000. And they purposely talk shit. They purposely make up shit. And a shout out to them. But they purposely want to troll the Xbox community. They want to troll them a lot. I don't troll. Unless I'm on the multiplayer podcast. And that's just really to raise K-Mega's blood pressure. But on my channel, on my podcast, I'm trying to get everybody in just to have a conversation and bring different opinions. I'm all about the First Amendment rights up in here. You guys know this. I'm all about the Constitution. We fought for this shit, man. We fought for this shit. Say what you want. Hell, I remember when I had my panel for the first time, HP North went off on Sony Online. I didn't shut him down. I didn't boot him off the air. Hell, a lot of people were messaging me on Twitter. Were like, man, we don't like that HP North. Yo, you're supposed to be pro Sony. Don't let him say that shit. And I told him, bro, I'm all about the First Amendment, man. I ain't here to suppress nobody. You see what I'm saying? So go mention J-Tech's name. Go mention Rated D's name. Hell, go mention Jay Barry. He says he talks more shit than I do. And he loves that shit. He's in Bang Bang, killing it in there. I'm not even in Bang Bang. But you know why they're mentioning my name? Because I'm making people think. I'm making people question. They're asking the right questions about Xbox. People are wondering, is Scorpio really going to be a hit? And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? People are wondering about Microsoft first parties when I ask. Everybody's like, oh, everything's fine, everything's fine. I'm like, is it really? I mean, sure, they're selling, they're doing good, they're doing cool. But do you think Scorpio's gonna pull all these stuff up? So I ask a simple question. So you think, let's say, even if it's a $400 console, do you think a $400 console plus a $400 4K TV, so $800 purchase in November, is gonna do more than a $200 PlayStation Slim? More people are willing to pay $800 than $200? Hell, I even use the Xbox One example. Xbox One, that shit might be $175, $175 come November. You think more people are going to choose Scorpio over that? And that gets people thinking. And some of these dudes don't like that shit. They want people to blindly follow a narrative. Make Xbox great again. Let me tell you something. Xbox it's a great console. That's the fact. It is a good console. By far. Not every console is going to be number one. But just because you're not number one doesn't mean you're not a good console. Look at N64, great console. It just got shitted on by the PS1. But it wasn't a bad console by any fucking means. Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, GoldenEye, Super Smash Brothers, Perfect Dark. Come on. Mario Kart, there was a lot of games on that sucker. Great console. Standard 4-player port right out the box. Come on. Great graphics. Come on. Look at the OG Xbox. The second coming of Dreamcast. That shit got shitted on by the PlayStation 2. But in his own right, OG Xbox was the shit. So you ain't got to be a number one to be a good console. You just have to do what you got to do. So podcasts like the DirectX podcast and shit, their strategy is shit on PlayStation 4 to try to make Xbox One look good. That strategy is not going to work. It's done. It's over. What you want to do is ask, what lessons can Microsoft learn this gen and apply it to next gen? What were some of the mistakes? What were some of the moves that didn't help Xbox? That's what you need to be talking about. What can Microsoft do in the future to make Xbox a more competitive console? But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about Sony fanboys, which is cool. Talk about Sony fanboys. You know what I'm saying? They want to make up shit. They want to say lies like UK is the second largest market, which I don't know where the hell they got that from. They want to stay talking about Iron Wolf like they didn't get over it. What's up, Yauda? Is that how you pronounce your name? Yaujtta? Oh, man. I'm going to call you Y or Yao. Apologize for butchering your name up. Crunk Girl. Yo, you got to, just Crunk Girl, thank you for showing up. I'm going to depart soon because I'm going to be on Titanfall Princess podcast in a few. But yo, they're saying my name, girl. My sister from another mister. I think they're scared in these streets. They realize I'm speaking the truth. Bruh, yes? Yauda? All right. He said, bruh. Yo, on the real though, they're saying my name in these streets. They're afraid now. They see the movement's growing. The truth is being spoken, and they don't like it. So they're trying to discredit me, telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that my opinion shouldn't be accepted. It's irrelevant. Word. Yet they want to say dumb shit like nobody's buying Neo. Yet that shit sold 1 million in 2 weeks. They want to say shit like, yep, scared to debate. That's what I'm saying, man. They need vitamin C. You don't see Sony dudes on their podcast. They ain't going to happen. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It ain't going to happen. I don't know why you're saying my name. But if you want, hey. Yo, Quest is a great podcast. Yo, that dude, Dark Animus, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of sad that he wasn't able to be on my podcast no more. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I think his channel's growing. He's doing big things, man. Good luck to that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But on the real, some of y'all Xbox dudes, listen, I'm gonna be on a hiatus for about 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Business related, my job related. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be able to do a podcast. My next No 60 Frames No Like podcast won't be till April 19th. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know I'm in the Marine Corps, so duty calls. I got shit to do. I got some training to do. So I'm gonna be out of pocket. I'll be able to do some videos here and there. You understand what I'm saying? But in the meantime, let them know. When I come back in April, tell them to hit me on my inbox. You are more than welcome on my podcast. Spread all the shit you want. Hell, we'll do a one-on-one with The Rock. Hell, that segment right there is meant for the drama. It's meant for the fight. I have no problems with that. Hell, I think I'll be able to do that on the weekends. Hell, I'll do one-on-one with The Rock on the weekend. Just hit my inbox up. I got no problems. Hell, I'll go to your podcast and bring all the Xbox. You can have 7 or 8 motherfuckers in that podcast. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can have your circle jerk. I'm coming in there like a Spartan by myself. I don't hide. But you're definitely going to be mad what I'm going to say. Your audience could be mad because they don't want to hear all that shit. You don't want your shit into the light. You want your propaganda to stay hidden. You know what I'm saying? You want to stay in that bubble. You don't want to be in the elements where I'm at. Come on, man. But anyway, I think my homegirl, she sent out the link. Not yet. The link's not out yet. So I get to talk to everyone a few more minutes. But I'm going to say this. I got 56 people watching right now, 58 watching. And I want to say this. My channel grew to over 700 members. I remember, Mark, tell them. Remember when my shit only had like 9 members and I was getting like 3-4 views? And it was like you, Hoovy. It's a real small circle. Yo, Kenny, what's up? And yeah, Yowda, yeah, damn right I'm getting Xbox One S. Hell yeah. Read the chat, Rock. All right, I'm reading. No doubt. My man Kenny, what's up? Yowda, hell yeah, I'm getting Xbox. I'm not getting the Scorpio, but I'm getting Xbox One S. Good console. You understand what I'm saying? What we got here? What y'all want to say? Yo, you know what's funny? As if me and Rock go one-on-one, I'll bash Xbox with you. We will agree way too much on both platforms. Yo, my man Windy C Gaming. Yo, Windy, you were like my first guest. Were you not? Remember when I first had at the time I didn't call it one-on-one. Suarez was also one of the original members. I remember when I only had like 7 people listening to me. But yo, Windy, remember you? I think you were my first guest that we talked. And you were a pro Xbox dude. Not saying you were a fanboy. You were good. You were an Xbox fan. And you were my first dude on this channel. That should tell you guys something. I think I had more Xbox dudes on my channel than, there was some PlayStation dude thinking that I was going green. Now that I think about it, some people thought I was going green and shit. I'm like, no, I'm just not afraid. My man Brian Stover, when I buried Jay Centuries, yeah, you were another original. I had like 7 dudes. Now I got 700. And what I'm proud about my number is I got a mixed batch of gamers who have different preferences. And I don't try to diss any of you for your preference. And you all still enjoy my content. That was always my hope for this console. Just constantly have Xbox gamers, PlayStation gamers, PC gamers. And we all can actually listen to my content. And when you're done with my content, you guys don't feel like you've been insulted or shit talked. And you actually hear points that is useful. You see what I'm saying? That's what I do. Make y'all guys think. Let me tell you something. If PlayStation, let's say PlayStation 5 bombs, you're going to hear my opinions on what they did wrong and what they need to do right. You understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. If we don't give proper critique to the consoles that we enjoy, how are they going to get better and be more competitive to help gaming? That's how you help gaming, through competition. That's what it's all about. I want Xbox to be better. I want Xbox to have exclusives. I want Xbox to be a competitive console. I want people to see Xbox and be like, I'm going to get that because that's the only way I'm going to get the game I want to play. I want Microsoft to do a Rise 2 or fucking, Sunset Overdrive. You see what I'm saying? That shit don't hurt me. The hell I'm going to hurt? I'm eventually on the console. That's what you want. And you're right about that, Wendy. Crap does not debate. He ain't debating. He will never be in a podcast with another Sony dude. Because he knows. He knows his bullshit won't stand with the Litzman test. Imagine if I was on the Direct Deck podcast on Wednesday and Kaleidoscope goes, UK is the second largest market. He would get tore the fuck out. I would be like, bro, Europe is the second largest market. That is the actual market, not UK. UK is part of the market. And then everybody be like, oh, yeah, damage control. But then the members listening would be like, yo, Puerto Rico is right. Puerto Rico is right. UK is not the market. It's actually the European market. That's how it's always been. So they don't want that shit on their channel. They don't want to look stupid in front of, the audience. Because then it begs the question, what other dumb shit are they saying? You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. They want to sound right. So they group up with like-minded individuals where they can make a point and nobody contest it. There's no contention. There's nobody saying, nah, you wrong, dog. No, that's not how it is. You know what I'm saying? Hiatus didn't go in and correct fucking Xbot. And I know Hiatus knows. I know he fucking knows. He knows UK's not a fucking market. You're not going to tell me you've been gaming pre-Atari and you've been paying attention to the industry for 20, 30 years, and you're not going to tell me you don't know that the market's the European market. He knows. Hiatus fucking knows. But he doesn't have the goddamn courage to call out his own people and correct them. And he doesn't have to diss fucking Kaleidoscope. He don't be like, hey, Kaleidoscope, you stupid motherfucker. No, he could have said politely, hey, yo, Kaleidoscope, hey, to make a little correction, UK is not really a market. You know what I'm saying? It's actually Europe. Europe is the actual market. It's kind of like North America. UK would be considered like New York or something. You see what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. He allowed Kaleidoscope to say the wrong shit. And now because he said the wrong shit, the audience listened to the wrong shit. Because the audience listened to the wrong shit, they're going to go on Twitter and start talking shit about UK's the second largest market. And now they all look like dumbasses because the PC gamers, the Nintendo gamers, and the PlayStation gamers, we're all going to look at them like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? UK is not the market. Europe is. Like, what are you guys saying? Oh, you guys are just attacking us. Like, what the fuck? Am I bugging out? This is why it all stems. That's why some of you Xbox dudes feel attacked because you're listening to inaccurate information. Then you go on Twitter, confident as hell, as if it's the real shit. And then everybody in the gaming community who knows something be like, bro, you bugging out. And then you feel like, oh, you're just attacking us because we like Xbox. No, because you're saying the wrong shit. Yo, it's bugged out. You know what I'm saying? This is bugged out over here. Hold on a minute. All right. Just talking to my wife. Talking to Mrs. Puerto Rock 77. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild, though. I want to say my name, say my opinion is irrelevant. Irrelevant. But yet no one tries to test me. If my opinions are going to go one-on-one with me then. Right? You should be able to kill me and shit. You should be able to put me in my place. Right? If my opinion's irrelevant. If I don't know what I'm talking about. But y'all don't want that. Some of y'all don't want that. It just bugged out. It's a trip. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Let me read this column, man. Because I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? What you think? What you think about this whole recent events? All right? I don't want to recap the whole thing. But some people, it's funny. I think there's a little salt going around. You could check in my video library. Just go on my channel. You're already here. Click on my name. Click on videos. Try to look for a video where I grab an Xbox exclusive and tear it apart. I don't talk about the gameplay aspects or if a game's good or not and tell you not to buy it. I don't do that. If I talk about an Xbox game, it's something like in the terms of it getting canceled, which hurts the brand, like Scalebound. Or Microsoft should get more exclusives, like, give Insomniac that call, make that fucking phone call. And call Insomniac and tell them, yo, we greenlight in Sunset Overdrive 2. But nah, dog, it's a business. It's a business. It's a business. Microsoft's a business. Just kind of like I said, like the movie Man on Fire. I'm a professional. So it's okay that I kidnapped the girl. It's strictly professional. This is just strictly professional. And that shit pissed off Denzel Washington. Like it's pissing me off every time I hear it's a business. It's a business. That's what I'm hearing. That shit is bugged out. That shit's pissing me off like Denzel. I'm man on fire right now. Shit, that might be my thumbnail. I had a thumbnail set up for this. I think I might go on that one. It's a business, guys. It's a business. I'm a professional. Just like fucking what Denzel Washington was hearing. Making excuses for Microsoft. But my opinions is irrelevant. Man, I'm gonna just let it go because I'm just repeating myself. But again, if you missed it, man, check out my man Rain. Shout out to my boy Rain. Just check out the video. You know what I'm saying? You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll be back in April. Of course, I'll hit y'all up with 10-minute videos here and there. But my podcast will be back again April 19th. You might catch me on a Saturday podcast or something like that. But during the week, I got to focus on some work I got to do. So I want to be able to put my heart in it. But you never know. I might do a one-on-one on Saturday with some of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You might catch me one-on-one on a Saturday. See if anybody steps up. But it is what it is, though. You guys, God bless. Thank you very much. I'm not doing anything dangerous. Just, just a little schooling, military schooling that I got to go through. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brain? Appreciate you stopping by. Check out the video. I think you'll appreciate it. But overall, thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. It's Friday. I'm going to do this podcast with Princess. Still waiting on the link. And then I'm going to enjoy this weekend. Play some more Horizon. And you guys enjoy your weekend. If you rocking that Halo Wars, enjoy that shit. I'm not telling you to enjoy that shit. I just talk shit to King Mega to piss them off. But everybody else, man, from what I hear, it's fucking a great game. It's a fun game. Enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more games to come. But to all the pro Xbox YouTubers, stop saying my fucking name. Unless you're willing to go one-on-one with the great one. Don't mention my name. Especially on some crazy shit. Don't mention my name, all right? Unless you're ready to go into the ring. Unless you're ready to step into the Mandalay Bay. Primetime, pay-per-view. Don King Productions. Don't want to hear it. Don't say my name. It's copyrighted. You don't get to say the word Puerto Rock. You want to say my name? Step in the ring. Mandalay Bay, pay-per-view, primetime event. Let's get ready to rumble. Now I'm tripping, bro. It's your boy, Puerto Rock 77. You know what I'm saying? They're all bums, Rock. They're all bums. Love you guys. Yo, you enjoy your weekend. Thanks for rocking out with me. Catch me on the Titanfall Princess channel in a few. Oh, yeah, she sent the links. We about to do this. You know what I'm saying? Wepa. You know what I'm saying? We Puerto Rican, my boy, Windy City. JW, Mark Woodland. Yalta. Kenny. Jason Elliott. Rain. Game Scrub. Gorilla Gamer. C Trigger. Chris Davis. Go Lion. I'm going up the screen. Brian Stalbert. Hoovy. My girl, Legend of Gamer. God damn. Silverback. You know who you are. Suarez. Hell yeah. All of you. True gamers. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hellspawn Raid. Damn, you missed. I'm about to log off Hellspawn. But anyway, catch the recap. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. All of you guys are dope. Hit me up on PSN. Puerto Rock 77. When I get my Xbox, I'll do an unboxing. I'll let you know my gamer tag. I'll hit you up on there. I don't give a shit if you talk shit about the PlayStation. I'll just take it out on you and Killer Instinct and whoop your ass. That's how I'll take out my frustration. I'll just whoop your asses and Killer Instinct. Chuck Liddell. That's what I'll do. It's okay, Windy City. I'll get my Xbox One and I'll whoop your ass and Killer Instinct. Or you don't like Killer Instinct. I don't know. Madden or baseball. No, fucking Xbox. I don't got baseball. We'll do something. We'll figure out something. Fucking Injustice. I'll buy Fighters. Whatever the fuck. Fuck it. I'll buy Halo Wars and I'll whoop your ass too in Halo Wars too. All right? I know military tactics. You better watch it. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. If you can't spend time with your family, enjoy the weather. Just do everything. You know what I'm saying? But if not, keep it gaming. All right? Keep it gaming. And you know this sound. Hey, if you watch one of those pro Xbox YouTubers and they mention my name, you type in a comment, keep Puerto Rock's name out your mouth, motherfuckers. Unless they have the balls to go one-on-one. Stop hiding. The Brahma Bull. Puerto Rock 77. Peace.